Hi, everybody. I don't know if my phone is working. As usual, I'm getting weird messages, but two things that I wanted to share, even though a lot of the world is sleeping already. The first is that I just got home from a social media marketing meeting, yeah. This was my third meeting today, okay? This morning I got an email from a synagogue in Toronto, and I proceeded to have this conversation later on in the evening with the person who was in charge of the synagogue regarding awareness around their social media. And also today I was in a meeting in my own organization about social media. And then again tonight about a local organization the head of the committee for marketing asked me to come over and talk to him about social media. So that's 3 times in one day from 3 different organizations for me, where either solicited or unsolicited, I ended up sharing my very strong view on the importance of social media marketing for all organizations that are looking to raise awareness for whatever reason, whether it's altruistic because they want to share an idea or a service with others, or they're looking to raise funds or whatever it is that their purpose is. And I think that the reason I'm ending up in this place is because I am passionate about it, but I'm also not professional. I'm very much a novice who's just very well researched. And I think in this world and a climate of kind of like fear that surrounds all new things, because that's just how it goes, there with my parents' generation were not fans of Elvis. During the time when radio became TV, no one believed it was going to be permanent. There's just a lot of fear that surrounds anything new. And certainly with anything new comes a lot of negative and a lot of responsibility and a lot of possible potential for opportunity and connection and sharing and growth. And that's what I love. That's the things that I love about social media. And I believe that we can capitalize on as a community. So I don't know why I wanted to share that, but it was a big message in my life today. And I wanted to share that as point number one. My second point and my last point of the evening is I had a big failure this evening, and I just thought, I get so many opportunities to share ideas and thoughts where I am involving other people. Why not share my own failures as well? Someone said something. I had an interaction with somebody who I am close to that left me pretty upset and charged up. Like, when you're disproportionately upset about something that was said or done. I felt myself highly charged up from something that was said or done to me today. And I felt it, like in my stomach and in my back. I actually felt it happening. And, when you just feel the anxiety and the stress and the frustration, like in your body, that's what was happening with me. And I ended up completely taking it out on my son when he was doing his math homework. How wonderful is that? So then I was compounded by total guilt for letting go of my personal frustration that had zero to do with this poor kid. And I layered on my frustration, and Rivka Malka, I'm so happy you hear me, because if you can hear me, then you can relate to what I'm saying, then I definitely feel better already. But I did not feel good. I felt pretty bad about it. And afterwards, I sent him after his homework to take a shower. And when he came out, I apologized because I felt bad. And I don't always know as a parent is it appropriate? Some parents say not to apologize because you want to kind of have a certain respect fostered between you and your kid. But I feel very strongly that I want to have integrity with my child. And if I messed up, I want to tell him. And I did. So anyway, I want to tell you something, though, that emerged from it. I do feel horrible about what I did. I do feel badly that I let my frustration about something totally different out on my son who did not deserve it. But I want to tell you how I got out of it. What I did was I went over the facts. And the fact was that someone said/did something that was really upsetting to me. And I separated my feelings about it from the facts. And I saw how mismatched my feelings were from what happened. Like, it could be if someone else experienced the exact same circumstances, they wouldn't have felt those negative, strong, charged up feelings that I felt. And I started to ask myself, what was this negative voice that was playing over my head? And the answer was, there was a negative lower voice that was saying, I feel trapped. I feel resentful. I can't get out of this situation. I don't have choices. I'm helpless. Those kinds of messages I was telling myself, whereas I didn't have to. I could have looked at the situation completely differently. And if I would have looked at it differently, I would have been so much more empowered to act differently. And I wouldn't have treated my son this way. My whole day, my whole life maybe would have been completely different. And I guess the reason I'm telling you all this is because the tool of separating our interpretation from what actually happens is incredibly powerful, and it really is a mirror on ourselves of what's going on with us, where we're really holding. You want to know where your self-awareness is? You think you really know yourself? Do this during a time when you're disproportionately charged up by a situation. And if you can't recognize that, then just look when you're charged up about a situation. If you get very upset about something, thanks, Shar. If you get very upset about something, that is a clue that you're getting charged up. So I hope that helps. The key is to separate what actually happened from your interpretation. It's been a huge theme in a lot of my writing and videos as of late, and it's because I find it to be really, really powerful. I am sorry to my wonderful son, even though he does not have a Facebook account and can't see this, but he knows I feel so badly. But just know, if you're a fellow human out there who also messes up, you're in pretty okay company, or normal company. So my hope is to do better tomorrow and to share these ideas with the world, because they are very powerful. So I hope that we can all learn from them. Okay, good night, everyone.